now give the floor to the Russian Federation, please.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Schultz. My friend Jürgen, Ambassador Pinheiro, we're also very pleased to see you in Europe, and I would like to remind you that when we discussed your report in Geneva in September, the representative of Russia noted a certain improvement in the information on the situation in Syria. There was a more balanced analysis of the military activities and their consequences that was taken within your commission. My colleague in Geneva also said that your commission had begun to devote more attention to the activities in Syria of all forces, not only just the government and its allies. In Geneva, we welcome the recommendations of the Commission to suspend the activities of the economic limitations that cause direct damage to human rights in Syria, including the rights of children. We once again repeat, today, and we said this in Geneva, that the main threat to human rights in Syria and in the region is from terrorism, and the fight against terrorism should be where we focus the efforts of the international community. This is also fully relevant to the situation in Idlib. Ambassador, we have a strange logic when the latest counter-terrorist operation begins in Syria and a Security Council meeting is called. There is an Arria-Formula where distinguished people are invited, but the reports, both yours and others, in some strange way are instrumentalized in order to outline national positions and to accuse the Syrian government of everything. At that time in Geneva, we said that the conditions of full compliance with human rights are the means of development. We asked the Commission to concentrate on measures to re-establish the fundamental principles characteristic of Syria, namely interreligious and inter-ethnic accord, to create the conditions for normalizing the economic situation, to return displaced persons to their places of origin. Russia is doing a lot in this area, and we are undertaking very energetic efforts. We're always against politicization of rights, and in this case, the rights of children. Russia understands the importance, and all the importance indeed, of reintegrating children affected by the conflict. The priority is the citizens that have been in a difficult situation. Since 2018, Russia has been undertaking all measures to return Russian children from the zone of military activities in Iraq and Syria, and also their further rehabilitation. Just the other day, the Russian Commissioner for Children removed 26 children from the Al-Hol refugee camp. 9 more children will be brought to their homeland in the very near future. This work will continue. I'd like to ask the sponsors of today's meeting, involving distinguished Mr. Pinheiro, what are you doing for the rehabilitation of children? Hundreds of them are found in camps in Syria. We have to work together. Mr. Pinheiro, of course, I pay tribute to the fact that in your Commission's work, a very serious positive trend has been seen, and we are very familiar with your report. But even going through it very quickly leads me to say that the authors have probably lost sense of objectivity. Reading this, the first paragraph of the summary at least, that's the impression. It includes very serious accusations. We'd like to ask, what are the sources that you are using for these? If conclusions are reached in the report, why would you hide from the member states the source of that information? Serious accusations are being made, and they should be based on a serious basis in evidence. We expect exhaustive answers to our questions, Mr. Pineda. To achieve a political settlement in Syria, we have to consolidate efforts at all levels. In the country, in the region, in the international dimension, all the parties have to work together. Different conclusions just lead to antagonism. The international community, and this means that we get accusations being slung around. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And